What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite baits for bass fishing ponds. The first one is going to be a spinnerbait. This is a Strike King spinnerbait. I always seem to catch a lot of fish in these, and I've got a buddy that the only thing he throws is a spinnerbait. My favorite colors are chartreuse and then like a white chartreuse. They're both good and good when they're both together. But it generates a lot of bites. This is a smaller one, but still gets a lot of bites. You can get bigger or smaller than this too. But it's a very good bait. You can cover a lot of water with it really quick, and it always gets a lot of bites. Next is going to be this is an Ocho. This is a Strike King Ocho. Let's see if I can get that into, there it is. But it's a really good bait to use. A lot of people will wacky worm it, or like I do it, I throw it Texas rigged or weightless, and I will just throw it out there and let it fall, and then bring it back up and let it fall. And a lot of times they'll hit it on the way back down. But I've caught a lot of good fish on this, and it's like a go-to bait for me if I'm not catching anything. I use this in June bug, which is this, or a watermelon red, which is a green with like red flakes in it. But they're really good go-to baits for me. Third, we have a Zoom Fluke. Now, this is about the only thing I use it in is Zoom. Let's see if we can get focused in on that. There it is. It's a really nice bait. I will throw it weightless, and then I will throw it like a jerk bait. Let's focus back in. And so that little sporadic movements in there, a lot of times the fish will chase it, and then once you stop it and hit it one more time, they'll just hammer it. So it's a lot of fun to fish it like that, or I'll just throw it out there and just let it sink, and they'll come up and hit it. But it's another good bait that I like to use pond fishing or even on lakes. All these baits, I throw them on lakes too, but these are my go-to pond baits. But it's a really good bait to use and a lot of fun, really easy to throw. Next is going to be my personal favorite. This is a Booyah frog. Let's see if I can't. And so I will literally throw this until my arm hurts. Like, I just love throwing this. I love watching the fish blow up on a frog. To me, there's nothing more fun than throwing a topwater frog in grass, around structure, anything like that. It's a lot of fun, and I mean, once they start hitting this, it's definitely going to be a good day for me. And a lot of times when I'm working this Fluke like a jerk bait, if they hit it when it gets pretty close to the top of the water, I will just tie one of these on and I will just go to town with it. But it's a good locator. As soon as I get to a pond, or if I don't know a pond has fish or anything, I'll throw it in there and I'll just work it across around all the sides of the bank, or like anywhere there's a bunch of grass, a clump of grass or some stumps or something. And if there's fish in there, most of the time they're gonna hammer this and let me know that there's fish in that tank. Like I said, this was a Strike King. It doesn't matter what kind it is. I will throw any spinnerbait. I'll throw any Cinco or frog. Just as long as it has that presentation, that's all I'm worried about. And as long as they work the same, I'm not too terribly worried about it. But these aren't. I'm not saying like these are the only baits you can go to ponds and catch fish on. I'm saying these are baits that I'm gonna have in my tackle box at all times, and they're always going to be in my bag, or they're always going to be tied on to something. They're real fun to throw. They're real easy. So like if you have somebody that's new to fishing, put them on a spinning rod, and just let them throw a spinnerbait or a Cinco or Fluke out there, and let them get after it. I mean, they're going to catch some fish. You give them a little summed up version of how to reel in and set the hook, or what it's going to feel like when a fish hits. Spinnerbait's probably your easiest go-to lure, in my opinion. But anyways, that's probably going to do it for today's video. I know it's a short one and nothing was caught or nothing was shot, so I'm sorry about that. But hopefully tomorrow we can go we can go rip some lips or something if the weather is right. Anyways, I hope y'all like this video, and if you want more videos kind of like this, like I could talk about my setups for lake fishing or pond fishing, the differences, or if there's any differences. I'm not a pro, obviously. I just like to talk about fishing and do anything that revolves around hunting or fishing. That's why I make these videos. But if so, just leave it down in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button and mash that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.